Hi, this is Dr. Bob Wade, and you are watching Dental Thoughts. And this is part two in our ongoing pursuit of the best pair of loupes. And as you can see, we have an unboxing to do. I received from HERO Loupes today a brand spanking new pair of dental loupes that HERO Loupes was kind enough to send to me to try. Lest you should think I have a vested interest, they will be sent back when I'm done. And but let's open the box. Okay, I have to admit I did tear it open, so we don't get to do the tearing part. Okay, so there we are. And I have to say, some very nice packaging. HERO Loupes, see differently. Okay. And adjustable. And wow, very nice packaging. So we've got a little ribbon here that allows us to pull this up. This is magnetically closed. And so we will open it that way. World's leading adjustable ergo loupes. What makes HERO Loupes different? Plates, peripheral vision, lightweight, adjustable, true magnification, ergonomic, and service. And in case you should need to know, you can look at what they have to offer or contact them at heroloupes.com. All right, so again, you've got some nice packaging here. So some immediate instructions? No, more of a brochure here. We have the Evo XL, and to keep the comparison similar, they sent us the 5 times magnification. They're giving us a field of view of 101 millimeters, depth of field of 141 millimeters, and a weight of 46 grams, and a list price of $2,695. Okay. They do also have their lights over here. Wired HERO Light, wireless HERO Light 1, and wireless HERO Light 2. The prices of those are, as lights go, very reasonable. The wired at $425, wired 1 at $550, wired 2 at $650. Okay. All right, HERO Sync technology. Revolutionize your fit with our self-adjustable image convergence technology. And they're showing how you see a single binocular circle as opposed to one circle for each eye. Okay. Very nice. And gosh, I can't tell you how nice the packaging is here. So, pardon me, doing a little too much zooming here. So, we'll take this out. A message, be the best version of yourself. All right. Good idea. Okay. Just love a magnet. All right. So, I pre-opened the top of this cellophane in order to get the loupes out. The container that they're in is very nice. It's like a ballistic nylon of some kind. All right, so take these out, and embossed is their logo and HERO Loupes. and a rubber hand grip, very comfortable to carry. Rubber coated zippers with their logo, very nice, and a ring on either side so you could put a shoulder strap over these if you wanted to. All right, so colorful zipper. And here are those loops. So in the back here, we have cleaning cloth and a card to register the product, no doubt. Strap, woven nylon, looks like, and a shoulder strap for the carrying case. And then, welcome to HERO Loupes, engineered for excellence, designed for you. Thank you for choosing HERO Loupes. You've invested in your posture performance and long-term well-being. You'll remember that the initial episode in regard to loupes had to do with my old collection of loupes, and I had said at the time how those old loupes, the ones that were the most ergonomic, were actually my oldest ones, orthoscopic flip-up 2.6s. You could see around them more, that sort of thing. Now, HERO Loupes, a lot of their advertising is devoted to talking about how you have better peripheral vision. You might remember that in that little acronym that we had. Let's see if we can find it again. No, that little acronym that we had, P was for peripheral vision. So looking at the case, here are the loupes. And they sent a light. So a wired light on those. And then charger for the light. And retainer clip and composite filter for the light and strap. And then a driver here. Looks like a hex driver perhaps for adjusting the loupes. And then let's see about, there we go. Okay, so kind of an interesting looking, interestingly shaped battery for the light. Has a nice clip that can be taken off with that hex driver, looks like. The housing for this battery is metal, which is nice. All too much is made of plastic. And so, as you can see, excuse me, on-off, charging port and output. I'll just turn those. Oh, I like the blue. Blue lights look good. Arrived all charged. We'll turn that off for now. This is not particularly heavy and a nice shape for a wired light battery. Okay, so let's take a look. Okay, so here are the HERO Loupes. Ta-da! The light housing, I can't tell whether that is metal or not, but these are very nicely made. Quality is very high on these. The frames have spring temples, 3 elastics holding the light cord away from, or I should say away from your head and keeping it contained, and a nice saddle nose bridge that will take any weight reduce any weight on your nose. And then a nicely silicone coated cable for the light. Let's move this over here, see if we've got a little extra light. Okay, so black frames, says HERO Loupes on the temples. I presume that if these were ordered for an individual, it would have your name there. And really very, very light, even with the light on it. We'll read about 5 times magnification. I believe these are to adjust the working distance. They do have a working distance adjustment. And looking at the amount of glass not covered by the, here we go, looking at the amount of glass not covered by the oculars, there is a great deal of vision around these, to the bottom and to the outside especially. And so we will come back and have a look at these. Thanks for watching. Talk to you soon.